Good evening.
Good evening, my beloved Beyond the Call of Duty friends and family, and good evening to my EOW family. July 18th, and it's day number 48. 48 days on the road. Wow, that's a lot. So the team did 410 miles today. Um, They visited three locations, but honored six officers. They went to London Police Department to honor School Resource Officer Travis Hurley and Police Officer Logan Medlock. They went then to Floyd County Sheriff's Office honoring Floyd County and Petersonburg PD honoring Deputy Sheriff William Edward Petrie, Captain Ralph Frazier, and Police Officer Jacob Chaffins. They then went to Tennessee Highway Patrol to honor Master Trooper Vince Mullins. Say thank you to some of our sponsors, and we'll carry on from there. I want to thank our dear friend and sponsor, Jennifer Harbour, of supporting Beyond the Call of Duty and everything she does for us. I want to thank Advanced Digital Imaging that has taken care of our beautiful wraps from day one, single owner, and donating to Beyond the Call of Duty, not only in labor, but also with monetary items. I want to really thank Phoenix Protective, who's our diamond sponsor, based out of Spokane, Washington, covers the greater Northwest, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, Alaska. Offices in a number of locations: Spokane, Vancouver, Washington, Auburn, and Anchorage, Fairbanks, Everett, so Yakima. If you need services, contact them, or if you're looking for a job, please contact them. So as I was saying, today, that's the map. Today they were London Police Department, Floyd County Sheriff's Office, Prestonburg PD, Tennessee Highway Patrol. Tomorrow they'll be at Knox County Sheriff's Office, Marion County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee Highway Patrol, DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. This morning they started out at London Police Department honoring School Resource Officer Travis Hurley and Police Officer Logan Medlock. And let's see what we've got. So at London Police Department, Travis Hurley and Logan Medlock. Travis's wife Angela and son Andrew were there. Stated that Travis was all about family and he loved his job. He loved helping people and had the biggest heart. He's the greatest person, greatest training officer. One time he got a call for a wreck, and the officer he was training looked down at his watch. So he was, "How'd you do that?" And then, yeah, and he was training an officer, and they got a 911 call for a wreck, and the officer he was training looked at it on his watch. He was like, "How'd you do that?" And then he yelled, "You're a cheater," meaning he got the call on his watch. without even having radio say anything. Logan's mom, Donna, and Aunt Elaine and Dad Andy was there. Logan loved to fish and hunt. He was also teaching his son to fish and hunt before he was killed. And tons of people she doesn't even know will come up to her and talk to her about Logan. Logan was a Christian and treated everybody, including the really bad apples, with respect. He'd always try and talk to somebody to try and get clean and sober, and he loved his family. So absolutely bless the police department, London Police Department, and the families of these two fine men, families of Travis Hurley and Logan Medlock. Our hearts and prayers are out for you and out to you, and we pray that you find peace, but more importantly, we will keep these two beautiful men and their names alive and talk about them going forward. Thank you. Next stop was at Floyd County and Prestonburg PD to honor Deputy Sheriff William Petrie, Captain Ralph Fraser, and Officer Jacob Russell Chaffins. Officer Petrie's wife Sherry and granddaughter Haley were there, as well as Ralph's wife Clarence. Ralph's wife stated one day they were watching TV and Ralph saw a guy trying to steal a car. He chased the guy with an empty gun and held them until the police came, and that's what got Ralph into law enforcement. He was always a jokester and loved to do pranks, and Clarence would always fall for all of them her whole marriage. He was a good man and married for 42 years. No matter how stressful a day was, he'd never tell because he didn't want her to worry. Amazing. Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful men. And again, our hearts and prayers are out to the department and to the survivors for their loss. And we will keep their memories alive and their names alive as we go forward. This is Vince Mullins with Tennessee Highway Patrol. Amazing individual. Great master trooper. Worked his way up to be a master trooper. Salt of the earth is what we've been told. And loved by everybody in the department and even public. Our hearts and prayers go out to his family and loved ones. Tammy says, good afternoon to all my EOW friends and family. Prayers and blessings for you all. And that's how we start our evening off with Tammy, blessing our family and blessing all of them. So, thank you, Tammy. Eddie says, good evening, EOW family, sending big hugs to our new survivors. Please know that you are loved and never alone. And absolutely, Eddie has been instrumental in making sure all of our survivors are loved, and we'll always reach out to them. Pretty much does that. So, well, we 410 miles. Weather's still crappy out there. They're making it. So, hearts and prayers go out to the team for continuing their journey. Remember, if you know any new sponsors, please send them our way. 100% of the proceeds from the sale of our items go to the scholarship and wellness program. And in order to keep the memorial running, we do raffles. This year we're raffling a beautiful bike, $20. You don't need to be present. Reach out to us and we'll make sure we get some raffle tickets to you. Kevin Thacker says, class act today in Floyd County, Kentucky. Thank you for all you guys and gals are doing. Very nice and respectful. Thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you for allowing us to come to Floyd County, and our hearts and prayers for your department, for your jurisdiction. And thank you for allowing us to place and honor all these beautiful men and women. Jerry says, good evening, JC and EOW family. Good evening, Jerry, and thank you very much for all the blessings. Yeah, please share us, like us on social media, follow us, and pass the message that we're not going to allow these beautiful men and women to be forgotten and keep their memories alive for years to come. So I'll be back on tomorrow night, and we'll talk about tomorrow's stops, and we'll show honor to those tomorrow as well. And all the way till the last day, and then we'll start on some new projects on doing our Friday night lives again. So after the tour, God bless each and every one of you. Remember, if you see a law enforcement officer out there, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to cost you. Just tell them you love them. Thank them for being the sheepdog that they are. Thank them for wearing that beautiful uniform and holding the name of law enforcement with integrity and honor. Thank them for giving up their weekends and nights and anniversaries, birthdays, etc. So just overall bless them for being the guardian that they are. If you see a law enforcement officer or first responder pulled over on the side of the street, please, please, please move over, pull over, or just stop. No texting and driving, no drinking and driving, and please get your seatbelts on. To all our survivors, remember you are the hero's hero that allowed a beautiful hero to reside amongst all of us and to do God's work. So God bless each and every one of you, and have a blessed night.